71. If this was a class full of health promotion majors, I would have this answer, but maybe you know it because you were a, I don't know, health promoter, or maybe you were a Boy Scout, or you started off in nursing before you switched to humanities. What is the resting heartbeat range of a healthy human being? How many beats per minute? 72. This is 72 beats per minute. It ranges between 60 and 80 depending on your health. If you're super healthy, like a marathoner or an elite athlete, your resting heartbeat might be as low as 40. If you have terrible problems, your resting heartbeat might be 90 or even 100, maybe even over 100. But resting as you are right now, your heartbeat should be between 60 and 80, and this is 72. All right? Now your heartbeat, you might get there as you listen, right? You please start reading the first speech.
Yes.
Loud and clear.
I pray you all give your audience and hear this matter with reverence. By figure a moral play, the summoning of every man called it is, that of our lives and ending shows how transitory we be all day. The matter is wonder precious, but the intent of it is more gracious and sweet to bear away. The story saith, man in the beginning look well, and to take good heed to the ending. Be you never so gay, you think sin in the beginning full sweet, which in the end causeth the soul to weep, when the body lieth in clay. Here shall you see how fellowship and jollity, both strength, pleasure, and beauty, will fade from thee as flower in May. For ye shall hear now our heaven King calleth every man to a general reckoning. Give audience and hear what he doth say.
Well done. Nicely done. Right off the bat, cold, without any practice. Good job. Good.
You're hired for that.
Got Christopher Marlowe. Renaissance playwright. Alright. We have to fast forward past the late Middle Ages, where we had every man, into what we'll now refer to as the Renaissance, the English Renaissance. The form of poetry that was developing through the Middle Ages and moves into the 18th century and then on into the 19th century is based on the English rhythm, the way the English language words are arranged, and this pace. The great Renaissance playwright who came after Marlowe, William Shakespeare, knew and admired Marlowe. Marlowe was a little older than Shakespeare. And then the next guy after Shakespeare, the next great playwright, was Ben Jonson. And Ben Jonson said that we who like poetry and drama, owe a debt to Christopher Marlowe for what Ben Jonson called Marlowe's mighty line. Because it was Marlowe, Christopher Marlowe, more so than Shakespeare, who came along later, who took this famous and powerful rhythm and put it into dramatic literature in a way that influenced literature for hundreds of years after. And that famous line, now it's not like Marlowe invented it, but he understood how to use that rhythm in a way that playwrights before him could not. Iambic pentameter. The line that has an alternating soft stress, not unstressed, sometimes we say unstressed, but it is stressed a little bit, and hard stress. A set of 5 beats, as we get the penta. Penta is 5, right? Pentagram, pentagon, right? 5. 5 sets of this rhythm, alternating between an unaccented and an accented syllable. When it is not rhymed, which for Marlowe is often the case, it is called blank verse. Shakespeare loved blank verse. When it is rhymed, it is called a heroic couplet. These are both important. Marlowe uses both. And this rhythm is so powerful that once you start seeing it, you will see it on your own. You'll start to feel it in lines. You'll start to use it. Those of you who intend to be actors, knowing how this rhythm works is going to be important if you ever do a play from the Renaissance. If you're not an actor, it doesn't matter for you in terms of its vocalizing, but as a reader of poetry, this rhythm establishes a great deal about how language works, how it moves across the page, and this pace allows a play to come through to you at a speed that's intelligible but not draggy. And I would point out that if you read Hamlet at this pace, you can get it done in about 3 hours. If you slow down, you can speed up someplace else. It's not like this is the rule, but this is the basic rhythm.